Pattern recognition is the highest form of intelligence. Based on this intelligence, AI is working. Simply, what AI is doing right now is just AI is recognizing the pattern, and based on that pattern, AI is giving the result. This is the simple and yet powerful thing that AI and all the human throughout the history was doing and is doing. So hi, this is Aman. So today we will talk about the recognizing pattern, what it means to be recognizing pattern, why it is considered the highest form of intelligence. So today we should start about the why it is matters the most in today's time. Almost every decision in made, even in either in government offices or in corporate offices or anywhere else in the world is based on certain data. And data, what shows data just tells the patterns, what patterns is repeating or what pattern is growing. The data simply tells about the patterns, and those pattern human understand very well, and based on that pattern we take decision. Most of our decision based on this simple recognition of pattern. And when we are talking about the patterns, this is widely used in corporate offices or the anywhere where the large scale of decision was made, like the government offices and everywhere. But as a individual, as a student, what it means to be recognizing the pattern, well, as an individual it is more important to understand the patterns. I would use the word here for students and for the individual who want to apply this method in their own life. I will call it experience. Well, it is not the same thing. I know, I'm well aware of that pattern recognition and the experience is two different things. But because I'm talking about the individual and the as an individual, what it means to be recognizing the pattern. So let's start by myself. Well, I'm a good at recognizing pattern. I can tell my weakness as clearly as possible, and I can tell you my strength as clearly as I have. And this two distinction is really helping me. Of course, every weakness I'm not able to mitigate that because it is not easy task either way. But recognizing is as easy for me as doing something else ordinary thing. So what it means to be recognizing pattern, when we talk about the individual, it simply means your experience of life. Because in your life you are doing your work in a certain way, or in a everyone has a process to do a work. Like if suppose if someone ask to you uh, for write a page about yourself, then everyone writes in different patterns. Somebody might start with hello, hi, introduction to themselves, then they will tell about the history, and then they will talk about and they will write it down. And some may directly start write it down, some may write it down on plain paper, some may write it down on electronic gadget. It just the question of where the writer is comfortable to write, and that way he is writing. This is very simple and a powerful example of understanding how pattern is helping. It feels the very natural when it comes to recognizing pattern. Like I told you, someone will write it on paper, someone will write it on gadgets or the anywhere online. So what it means, because someone is more comfortable writing on notepad or anywhere, but and another person is more comfortable writing on paper with pen and paper. So this simple thing, it is not very big thing. But if you recognize this, if you understand this, that if when you are writing on paper you have good clarity, you write your structure, you write your thoughts very clearly on paper, and when you write it on any gadget or anywhere, then you are not able to create that kind of coherence that needed. And I'm not talking about anything else. So recognizing the pattern is the highest form of intelligence. For as a person, we need to understand this very, very clearly, what our experience tells us, and what, because as I told you, you are doing a work in a certain kind of pattern you are repeating, and that thing I believe everyone must do. So thank you, X.